up 6 episodes, and then I'll send you different clips so that you can work on TikTok videos also. And I've been working on some also, so that we both can both learn and do and upload to TikTok. And
We're gonna have to learn how to do the latest TikTok dance craze.
I I don't think they dance on TikTok anymore. Or if they
What do people do on TikTok?
be annoying and post videos and tell them to follow certain social medias.
Did you get that, folks?
Welcome to the Rubber Duck Syndicate.
Yes, we are self-aware.
Yeah, we
but committed.
Yeah, we are self-aware, committed, but we know that you have many choices out there, but you've come to us for your internet ha-has and needs and things like that, and misinformation.
And for your insightful commentary.
Yes, our such insightful commentary. But yeah, we want to provide you with all that non-information or just our banter and wit. We're here for the banter. But I got topics for you.
Let's go.
All right. So the one I remember off the top of my head, I have an incentive for all service workers. So food service, any kind of service worker. I have a better incentive that we should implement for them to stay at work.
Does it involve being allowed to slap a certain number of customers?
Yes, I've come up with this incentive. I think I told Daniel about it before.
I think we might have just independently come to the same conclusion.
Shit. Yes. Okay. See, folks. This is why we do this, because we don't share the exact same mind, but we have the same wavelength.
We only have one whole brain between us.
Yes. It's like that Lily Thompson movie where she had like two brains in the one body, or I'm not sure. Like it was the man with two brains or woman with two brains. I don't remember. It was the 80s. It was insane.
These and other very specific insights are yours on the Rubber Duck Syndicate.
Yes. We will say just general movies and not give you the title of it and leave you to go search for it.
Also, we'll talk about actors that may or may not exist, like Lily Thompson.
Is it Lily Tomlin?
Tomlin. You're the worst. Fuck! You're the worst gay guy ever.
I hate this so much. Folks, this is like maybe the 5th or 6th time.
We're gonna do a supercut of getting names wrong.
It's gonna be a lot of them, and I'm gonna keep fucking up these names, and it's not intentional.
That's what makes it just that much more fun.
Okay. So the incentive program I thought about, and you probably thought about it on your own too. It's not like they're allowed to slap everybody. That's going to just be way too harsh. So it's going to be based on your employment. So if you're full-time, you get, I would say, 6 slaps per month.
Per month?
Per month. 6 slaps per month. Now, if you're...
This is going to perversely incentivize a lot of violent people to take up service jobs.
Well, this is the thing. All right. So if you're working, say, if you work any fast food place, you work full-time, you put in your 40 hours, you get some of those people that just come in and they are just an asshole off the rip. And you're working full time, and this is like say the 10th. You used none of your slaps so far. You're like, lady, you're being an asshole. And they should know the program too. Like it's gonna be posted everywhere.
It should be a federal law.
Yes, it's gonna be a federal law, so people are aware when they come into establishment what's going on. Now, if you get slapped, you can't get mad at the worker because they slapped you for a reason. They maybe gave you a warning. They're like, ma'am, please calm down. Like, I am allowed to slap you. No, this, ma'am, I'm giving you a warning. I will slap you. But fucking just all the way back. Like, slapped. Now, the thing is, like, say you get 6 slaps per month for a full-time person. If you're part-time, you get 3. So, it just kind of equals out. But if you, and see more incentive, if you work, 5 years. If you're full-time 5 years, now you're up to 8 slaps. And if you work like for service job 10 years.
Now, can you slap non-customers? Can you slap other employees, like say the boss?
Yes.
Now that would be an incentive program.
Now this is like say it can be totally for customers or your fellow coworkers, or if you know what, if you had a really good month and you slap no one, if you turn in your slaps, it's not like you can bank them. You can't bank your slaps, folks. I'm sorry.
At the end of the year, go on a slapping spree.
Yeah, you can't be like how's your mother and put out your slaps over time. At the end of the
You mean
month,
How I Met Your Mother?
that's what I said. I think I say how you met your
You
mother.
said, how's your mother?
I don't want to say how you met your mother, but
That's going on the supercut too, folks.
and this is why people.
Yeah, this is why no one likes me.
Yeah, motherfucking English major. You have to bank. You can bank. Not say bank. You turn your slaps in at the end of the month for like a cash incentive or like extra time off or something like that. So if you had a good month, full time, you didn't slap anybody. You turn in your 6 slaps. Hey, you get an extra day PTO. So you're like, hey, you decide like, do I really want to slap someone, or do I want an extra day of PTO? So you have to kind of balance that out. That's how I think it could go. But people would be all about that. About working, like a slightly shitty job. You're still getting paid crap. You got your hours suck because they're like, oh, you have an opening shift, then you have a closing shift, and then you're like a close opening. You're doing this, but you're like, every once in a while I can slap somebody if I really just fucking want to, and I can legally do it. Now, how was your slap thing going, or how'd you envision it?
I just figured that there should be a legal, objectively defined threshold at which it becomes, acceptable, like both socially and legally, to slap someone across the face. Just like the hard reset, you should get a hold of yourself, man, kind of slap.
Yeah.
And there, I've seen lots of great supporting evidence online from people posting footage of people being absolute jerks to service workers.
Which please don't do that.
But like, for example, everyone may or may not be familiar with the Twisted Tea incident. This was not even a service worker incident. This was a guy just minding his own business in line at a convenience store, and there was this drunken racist dude next to him that just would not shut up, and just kept on saying the N-word, and just like it was like this 45-second long build up to this man essentially breaking open a jar or a can of Twisted Tea on the guy's face.
Yes.
And it was the most profoundly deserved slap in recorded history.
It was so satisfying
Yeah.
because he had it down here, folks. He had it down here. The guy's face was just wide open because he was like, blah, 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 N-word. And the dude was like, pow. Knocked him out cold.
Yeah.
And just like he walked over him and said something to him and walked out.
Yeah, so I think even outside the service industry, there should be a legal definition of, like, if you say the N-word out loud, it could be legally translated and interpreted as "please hit me in the face."
It can be, but there's also issues with that. So what if you see someone that is light-skinned and mixed, and you don't know if if you can't tell if they are.
So what, you're just toying with the idea of calling them the N-word? Hang on. No. I can't continue with this joke.
No, you can't. I'm going to help you out, but what if someone sees this person and they're talking to, like, their friends, they say the N-word, but someone thinks like, oh, this guy is a white guy, maybe has a tan, I'm going to slap him because he said the N-word to someone. Now they're going to be like,
No. It has to be said to you. Mm-hmm. So if you overhear someone saying it, you can't just fly in out of nowhere and dole out the slaps, because that's basically just going to start fights everywhere.
Yeah. See, I understand where you're coming from, because if you're out there calling someone the N-word or any kind of racial slur out there, obviously we want to tell you don't. Yeah. Please, it's bad that I have to say this. Please don't call other people racial slurs. Don't do it. It's not smart. It's not anything you should do. No. But I would see that being a kind of issue where like you're out in public worrying about like getting slapped because like somebody might just slap someone else.
So let me rephrase my definition then. So not just change the word to be said out loud, meaning please hit me. If you go through the act of calling someone that
Yeah.
word, that should be interpreted as I give you permission and invite you to hit me in the face.
Oh yeah, well no, that's a given. That shouldn't be a like legal law thing. That's like if someone calls me, calls me that, I will hit them. And if they want to,
Or you will decide not to hit them because they are allowed to call you that. I mean, or is this just something that I have been internalizing television for? I mean, is it not one of those words that has been reclaimed by the black community amongst one another?
all right, so like I would, well,
Like you wouldn't say hey ma,
Yeah.
and then expect a slap.
no, no, because like if it's another black person calling me that, I understand where they're coming from on it, and it's not in a derogatory way.
See, I'm here trying to protect black people. O just wants to slap everyone.
Yes, that's what he's here for. Your white protection for black people, right here. No,
One of us is going to get me killed one of these days. Or at least slapped.
you just have to be aware of it.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, I will probably deserve it.
No, not really. But I mean, if someone was calling me that in a friendly way, I understand what they were talking about. Yeah, that's fine. But if it's coming at a negative aura, yeah, I'm gonna hit you in the face. But like I said, like outside of the world, yeah. If someone calls you something racist and you maybe like recorded something, I'm not sure how to go about that, but yeah, there should be consequences of like that person's actions. Now I'm saying for like say the work service industry, that gives them incentive because a lot of times if they're lower paid, stressful job, and you have to be crazy accurate because like I know like what fast food place did you work at before, or did you work at a fast food?
I worked at a pizza joint.
Okay, you worked at a pizza joint, so food industry. So I worked at Carl's Jr., or called Hardee's here, but also worked at a pizza place. There have been many times I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting paid a lot. Hours kind of suck. There's no real benefit to the place aside from like some of your coworkers you have. But other than that, it's not really great. There's no real big bonus or anything like that. But if you tell people like, hey, glad you like Daniel, we're glad you hired you on. Welcome to Pizza Hut. You're going to be working full time. Your hours are going to be this. You're starting in the middle of the month. You got 3 slaps so far. You'll be like, I got 3 slaps? You're like, yeah, 3 slaps right now. Once the first starts, you get 6 more. Then you can use it whenever you feel like it's actually necessary. You can't just like start your month just slapping people. But I would say what ends up happening is like, all right, this person comes in, they're all out of control. They get slapped. They go tell their friends. They're like, man, I got slapped when I was at Arby's. Your friends will be like,
Yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah, what you say? They're not going to be on, like, they're not going to get mad at Arby's. They're going to get mad at you. They're like, what did you say? I wasn't doing anything. No. These people only get so many slaps per month.
And if the people that you're telling the story to do get mad at the Arby's, then they'll come in, and this is why you have other coworkers that have slaps.
Yes. Yeah, because imagine, and I had this situation in my head. Imagine like you have a friend or coworker, someone who told you that within the span of a week, they went to different places and they got slapped 3 times that week. That's not a fluke.
Yeah, it's you, dude.
Like, it's you. It's definitely your fault. But then that will help sales because that will help people go through the drive-through. Well, it might help people go through the drive-through.
It's hard to dole out slaps at the drive-through.
Yeah, well, no, you can still do it.
There's a possible loophole here because if they can't reach you to slap you, then people will be more abusive to the drive-through speakers. Which is setting up for potentially diving into the car through the drive-thru when they pull up for their food.
No, think about it. Who has service workers who are outside taking your orders?
Chick-fil-A. Man, if the Chick-fil-A people could dole out slaps, that would just be like that would be television gold right there.
Yes.
So the people that are just like, you know, trained from day one to be polite and, you know, never have a problem with anything and everything is always a good mood all the time. If they were suddenly given the power to slap the people that really deserved it,
I mean, that would be...
I would watch that show.
Everyone would watch that. Because you think about it. If you got slapped because you were like in line and you're being just a complete asshole at Chick-fil-A, you have no cred. Like, you try to tell your friends, like, I got slapped. Like, oh, where? Was it like McDonald's? No. Arby's? No. Chick-fil-A? Ugh.
And it's like, yeah, somebody slapped me the other day. Who was it? Mother Teresa. I don't know what that bitch's problem was, but...
you know what her problem was? She's dead.
I mean, which makes it all the more impressive that she's slapping people.
Slap from beyond the grave.
Yes. Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah, kids, if you don't know who Mother Teresa was, she was, I think she, like, what you put into sainthood?
She is officially Saint Teresa, I think, but I am not a Catholic authority on anything. So, but I do believe that she was formally canonized.
Yeah. So if you don't know, she was I guess, a very good person.
Yeah, she was an Armenian nun who was, I can't remember if she was the head of her order or something, but she famously, you know, devoted everything that she had her entire life toward helping people, usually like hungry kids, I think.
Yeah.
But she was, if someone compares you to Saint Teresa, you're a very good person.
Yeah, you're a good person in their eyes. But yeah, I want to hopefully implement that program into all service jobs. That would be fantastic. Ooh, and you can even like expand that to like say DoorDash, UberEats, you know, things like that, because that's still
now DoorDash, that I feel would be a truly perverse incentive. If you are, you know, allowed to, or if you are responsible for the timely delivery of someone's food, and you bring it to their house, and then you also have the power to slap them, then that I don't know, that when it comes to that particular scenario, it might be too much power in the hands of the driver, because if someone won't complain unless you slap them, you can do whatever the hell you want to their food.
You could. So yeah, I guess you can't give it to them then, because like they have the power to, you know, do anything that you want to the food. But well, if they do something to your food, then you actually can complain to like the Uber Eats, whoever. Like, yeah, they mess with my food, not slap me. Then that becomes an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, then it becomes the question of where the line is. At what point is the ability to slap customers too much power and lead to abuse? But I mean, I guess it may be unfair to single out the DoorDash drivers. So I don't know. We would need to we need to commission a rigorous scientific study on this subject.
We'll workshop this, folks. We just have a very good base of an idea, and hopefully this is like it's going to benefit the millions of people out there who work service jobs and they just want to slap people. This is for them. I want them to have this program just so that we can have like so much better service, because everyone has a shitty day when you're working, and sometimes people at service jobs have a shitty day. But, you know, if you have like a shitty day and you go to work and you're like, I got 2 slaps left and it's the 28th. Yeah.
Of course, that might also give you the idea that, you know, I got 4 slaps left and it's the last day of the month. Who's my bitch?
Yeah. Like I said, it could be that. Like maybe they want to slap someone. Maybe they're like, hey, if I bank these 4 slaps, I get, you know, so many hours towards, you know.
I mean, look at this. Consider it this way. It is probably an escape valve, a pressure relief system for people who might otherwise lose their minds and go on shooting sprees.
Yeah. Yeah, we got too many of those, because those happen essentially daily here.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, it's a sad reality, but we're gonna move past that because we're here for some of the laughs. Yes,
Yeah, it's not particularly funny to talk about school shootings.
yeah, we want to let you know we are aware of the world around us. We're not saying we're going to just not acknowledge it. We are aware. We know everything sucks. Everything kind of sucks everywhere. But we're here to try to brighten your day a little bit with our handsome mugs. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a rainbow hat, I'm afraid. I feel like I'm sadly not representing this side of the table. Although I do have a tuxedo shirt, so maybe that covers it.
We are fancy. He's fancy with his tuxedo shirt. I got this very nice hat from Aldi's.
Aldi. However you say it, please sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us. I'm there all the time.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that on one of our past episodes. I'm not sure if that's one of the ones we released or not.
I don't know, but hey, if we got enough following, we'll release these secret episodes that we have out there. Just down the line.
Yeah, where you can see us before we had this fantastic professional lighting and studio set up.
Yes. But we also want to tell you about something that we just finished watching. Daniel, please.
Hell, baby.
Yes. Would you like to give them a description of it?
Well, so as far as we can tell, it's a product. I don't know if it is a direct idea of, or if it's just production by, but it is a product of several of the members of the old sketch comedy troupe, The State, who, if you don't know The State, you should.
Yes. Please. And it sucks because there is nothing really readily available for them to.
Their past material is still in development or licensing hell or something like that, but they were a very ahead of their time sketch comedy troupe that had a show briefly on MTV in the 90s.
Yeah, and
they've all gone on to further careers in entertainment, and you know them, you just don't know you know them.
Yeah, because a lot of them have developed the show that a lot of people still watch, Reno 911, which is still hilarious. I believe it's still airing.
It's still airing, or are they still making?
I think
is it reruns, or
I think it's reruns, but I think they're still making it.
It's still funny.
It's still hilarious because I love it. I'm pretty sure you love it because they have improv on there.
Yes, and we are whores for improv. I mean, we are improvisational comedians ourselves.
Yes, if you have not told, we're terrible at it and good at it. Depending on who you talk to, I don't know. It's up to your.
If you're talking to somebody about our improv, we're doing well.
Or bad because they're like, oh.
No. There is no bad here. If people are talking about it, we've done well. It's like there is no such thing as bad publicity. Oh, well, you slapped that baby. Yes, I did.
Yeah, he was a dick to me at McDonald's.
What that baby's problem was.
Fucking dick ass baby.
Could have been the hell baby. Back to the movie we were just talking about. So, The State, awesome, but the people from The State, including Thomas Lennon and Robert Ben Garant,
yes,
were part of the production. Maybe the right. I should have paid more attention during the
titles. I think they wrote it.
Yeah, but it's a movie. It's a horror movie from 2013, starring Rob Corddry and Leslie Bibb. About a white couple moves into an old busted house in a dark neighborhood somewhere. By dark neighborhood, I sound really racist, don't I? God.
I will
say that better. Cover for me here. God.
I'm going to just let it settle for a few seconds. They move into a house that is essentially it's a busted down neighborhood in Louisiana, I believe. Yeah. And
but the house might be haunted.
The house might be
haunted. That was where the dark thing came from.
That's
Why did I talk?
It's payback for me saying shit wrong.
Yeah, you say stuff wrong, I say stuff unintentionally racistly. Damn it.
That's why we work, man. That's why we work. But yeah, they move into a place where it's essentially haunted, spooky, whatever you want to call it. Bad idea, but it carries the movie. But it's very funny because
It's the like just barely over the top camp style. So it has all the jump scares you're supposed to you come to expect from a horror movie, but each one of them is also fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because like who had a I guess I can't say standout performance. Keegan Michael Key.
Yep.
He was in it. And he was expected like as you think of him. He was that person. He would just appear.
He was playing Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah, he would just show up and just scare the shit out of people, and it was hilarious. I loved it. Not that one like rewatch it again and again. This was a good. You're like, hey, I saw it. Okay.
This was not a go out and find it now kind of movie, but if you happen to come across it in your streaming browsing, we recommend it.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it. It was. I would say it was pretty decent, and also it really gets you into like eating a po' boy.
Yes. I do want a po' boy now, and also one thing we pointed out, and this is not even a joke. This is just we were impressed by the, I guess, cinematic technique that it took. So there is gratuitous nudity in it in one particular scene, but even though the actress involved is quite beautiful and they're playing it for sexy, they frame it in such a way that the whole scene is hilarious.
Yes,
it is more funny than it is sexy, which is a strange mark to hit, and I was impressed that it even exists.
Yeah, because then you end up just having like a funny boner, I believe.
A funny boner?
A funny boner.
How long have you been waiting to bust that joke out?
You talk about busting a funny boner?
No, I was talking about busting out a joke, but I can see that you're going to be stuck to this one here. You're making it really hard now, Oh. You're welcome for that.
Okay, but... And see, the one thing he was talking about...
Yeah, we're 12.
Yeah, Hey, 14. As funny as that scene was, another scene that had gross nudity in it was also hilarious because the woman we're spoiling some of it for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The woman was supposed to be like in her 90s.
Yeah.
And completely nude.
Yeah, it is clearly an actor wearing, prosthetic makeup and supposed to look very gnarly.
Yeah.
And it really does look gnarly.
It does, but it was hilarious. So we're gonna keep this trend up of watching different.
We need to have an objective metric system. Like we give it 2 ducks up or something like that. But, we need to establish exactly what the scoring is. So we'll get back to you on that in a later episode.
Yeah,
folks.
or we're gonna just do it randomly, like how they.
We give that one 5.1 ducks.
I give it exactly 7.2 quacks. That's what I give it. I give it 7.2 quacks. Now, I have something else for you. Now, I'm pretty sure like everyone's done it. We've all done it since we were in middle school.
Are we talking about that on the podcast?
No, not in. No. We already talked about funny boners. That's all through middle school.
Also, ironic boners.
Yes. We'll move past that. The $1 million questions that people ask you, they're like, oh, would you do this for $1 million? Like, okay, yeah, they ask $1 million questions, but it's never realistic. So, I've seen ones that are like, they will ask like straight men, they were like, oh, would you like blow someone for $1 million? And dudes were like, no, this kid. And I was like, you better fucking suck that dick for $1 million. You're over here making,
$1 million tax free?
Yeah, they over here like, oh man, I got too much pride for that. You motherfucker, you make $13.25. And you're talking about like, oh, I got too much pride to suck a dick for $1 million.
I mean, it's interesting though. Like you get into this question of what would you do or what wouldn't you do for $1 million. Like, so yeah, there are people that would straight up murder for $1 million.
Yes,
and some of these people would be afraid to suck a dick for $1 million.
Yes, and they don't know the parameters of it, so they don't ask any questions. They just they're like, oh, straight up no. They don't ask the like deeper questions of this, of like, do I get to choose the person? Do I have to do it to completion? Is it recorded? Do you like get like the tax free? Like they don't ask these questions. They just go straight up no. And I was like, ask questions, man. Like this is not, you know.
Now, in defense of these hypothetical, potentially homophobic individuals, asking questions would signify that the possibility that this was actually something that might be happening in the future, would be closer to actual reality. I mean, it means that if you just say fuck no, that's the end of that discussion. But if you are considering it, it's like, well, wait a minute, like, tell me more about this dick.
It's not so much that you're guaranteed to do it. If you just immediately say no, and like we learned in improv, just saying no cuts the scene. It doesn't bring up any more questions. It's like, oh, where the fuck do we go from here? But if you ask questions or kind of have statements, that opens a little bit more possibilities and put more, I guess, emphasis on the person who's asking. You're like, did you think about this before you asked this question?
So you heard it here, folks. Improv people are more prone to oral sex.
We are. But
I'm going to get slapped by a whole new subset of demographics.
Like what? Millionaire dick suckers?
Improv artists.
Okay. Well, they have to come find you, so. Yeah, they will. But like, yeah, no one's ever like really asked the deep questions that go along with that. Kind of like the one question of like, what?
How deep?
I was moving beyond that, man.
You were not.
I was. I honestly was.
Well, try again.
I was going to go with the age-old question of if they brought Bruce Lee back to life and you had to fight him for a total of 5 minutes for $1 million, would you do it?
Let Bruce Lee beat on me for $1 million?
For 5 minutes. So
absolutely.
There's a possibility.
Bruce Lee probably would not be the kind of guy. I don't know. Maybe zombie Bruce Lee would be different, but Bruce Lee, based on what I know of the man, probably would not be out to murder me. He would definitely beat my ass to teach me a lesson, but that would be worth $1 million.
Yeah. See, that's one of those $1 million questions that like I remember from middle school. They were like, there were some kids that were like, oh yeah, I can fight him. Like, yeah.
We're not saying you can fight Bruce Lee. You withstand Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Kind of like the other questions that people are out there, they're like, would you fight a insert animal here for $1 million?
I mean, that depends on the animal. I mean, we're talking about like, a koala. Fuck yeah, I'll take that motherfucker down.
Yeah, you go ahead and try and you get catch chlamydia.
Which I could cure with my $1 million. Maybe. Do we have a cure for chlamydia now?
I don't know. That means you're not having sex because you don't got it. Ha ha.
I think that means you're doing something wrong there, Chief. If you're gauging other people's sexual activity by the amount of diseases they have, you need to reevaluate.
Well, no, it's like catching Pokemon. It's just like, chlamydia.
Gotta catch them all. Only instead of winning and becoming the very best,
HPV.
You die.
Catch them all.
Yes. Yeah, so anybody want to sponsor us now?
Yeah, we're grown 14-year-olds.
Come on, Pokemon, you want to sponsor us?
But I'm saying, like, but yeah, there's like always had those like $1 million questions, but like no one's actually gone in depth on like having more details about it. Or here's the flip side of what I was going to bring up to it: be more realistic questions.
Such as?
All right, so Daniel.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'll ask you a question to think about it. Now, if a what was that, ghost?
No, I just realized that I'm not actually looking at the camera when I turn this way. I'm looking at the screen underneath.
Yeah. We'll look at the camera yourself. So a more realistic question. And folks, you can do this out here too. Ask your friends more realistic questions so they can determine what they will do. So, a person approaches you. They're like, hey, I've seen you walking around somewhere. I don't know. you're attractive. I would like to uh, perform fellatio on you in the tune of $5,000. It will not be recorded. No one else would know. Would you be down?
Or a stranger?
It'll be a stranger. So, like, they may have seen you
I
before.
don't know. For someone that I don't know who is already prepared to pay to perform oral sex, that is immediately raising a few red flags right there. Because
Okay.
if you're the kind of guy that or girl that could willingly drop $5,000 on a whim like that, there are easier ways to get into that scenario.
Okay.
I mean, such as a conversation.
Yeah. So it might be a conversation, but he didn't immediately say no. So that kind of you're like.
I mean, it would also depend entirely on who was asking.
Yeah. So we'll put this in a scenario of this is a older gentleman. Let's just say late 60s. Doesn't look extremely wealthy, but like they got like $5,000. They actually show you the $5,000. They were like, yeah, count it out, test it out if you want to. Meet me here at this date at this time.
Generally speaking, anything that anybody wants to give me $5,000 cash for right on the spot is something that is going to make me worry.
Yeah.
I mean, because motivations that $5,000. I mean, that is a lot for that particular ask.
Yes, it is. Yeah, because like I say, there's the ones out there say like they would not do any of this for $1 million. They're crazy. $5,000 is one of those things that you're like, yeah, no one really has just $5,000 readily available right now.
Let me get my wallet.
Yeah, like I don't have $5,000 readily available. You don't, and a lot of people that I know don't have just $5,000 just in hand. But someone approaches you, you're like, hey, $5,000.
Somebody could carry $5,000 discreetly, and you might believe that it was $5,000. Of course, you might also suspect that it was counterfeit or something like that.
Yeah.
Movie money.
Yeah, it could be that, or they give you options. They're like, hey, I could Venmo you, or we can go to the bank, whatever it is. They say like I will actually pay you for this act. Just show up at this time, like show up tomorrow this time. Like they tell you like, hey, you can pick a hotel, you can pick it somewhere you feel safe. They give you all the options. They're just saying like, hey, I want to perform this act on you for the amount of $5,000.
Yeah. Now, given my current circumstances, I would almost certainly say no, because the probability that something weird or sketchy is going on with that particular transaction is way high, and also I can live without $5,000 immediately. I mean, if I were in the scenario where I was about to be thrown out of my home, if I didn't have money to pay somebody, and this was the only conceivable way I could get $5,000, I don't know, I might change my mind.
Yeah.
But right now, that would be a no for me.
Okay. See, you put logic behind it, and you had thought. It wasn't just immediate like, oh hell no, like I'm not into. And you're like, if I really needed it, yeah, I'll let somebody do it. But yeah, there people don't really put too much thought into like forming these questions and also asking these questions. Use more thought, people. You have brains. Put more use into it. That was what I had.
Well, you had some thought. Are there any other topics we should get to?
Aside from the colors I'm going to put on my toenails, no.
You have a palette to choose from on your head.
Yeah, this is just for warmth right now. That's it.
I wonder if they make like a toboggan hat like that out of that. You remember the old hypercolor T-shirts? If they made one that would change color depending on the heat from your head.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun. I don't know if it would be very well insulating, but
yeah, I do kind of remember. Like, weren't they like really for like I guess like active wear?
Supposedly, they were supposed to be for active people, but basically, you wore the hypercolor T-shirt and say, "Hey, everyone, look at my armpits; they're a darker color."
Kind of like I think like say sweatpants. Like sweatpants were supposed to be for people that are active and doing stuff. And
or if you were me, they were for everyday use until I was 8 years old.
What, sweatpants?
Yeah, I wore sweatpants every day as a kid. I loved them.
Why? It just that was
They were comfortable. I liked them. So
Okay.
I was a sweatpants kid.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
that was not what made me weird. There were other things that made me
Oh
weird.
no, I did not. I was like, I just said okay, yeah, because there were certain items or like certain clothing that like kids felt comfortable in, or I guess it was their comfort clothing.
Did you ever have jams? Do you remember this? This was a very short-lived trend in the '80s, I think. Basically, it was, pajamas that you would wear out in public, but they're like super bright color patterns. It was like wearing a Hawaiian shirt, but you also had Hawaiian shorts to go with it.
Oh, because they both match.
Yeah.
Mine did not. Well, they were color coordinated, but they did not match.
So
So
not true jams.
yeah, my I will let you know. We weren't wealthy when we were coming up.
Jams were not a mark of the wealthy, my friend.
Well,
Jams are a mark of the people that just didn't care. I
I
had jams.
I was gonna go more for the fact that like my mom was a very creative woman. She sewed, so she knew how to.
So she made you better clothes than jams.
So she made an outfit for me like that was like obviously she went and bought the pattern, for whatever amount. Bought the like already had already had the material, so she made clothing for me. But of course, I am a kid, so I'm like, I want like clothes like them, and she's like, I'll make you some. Cool. So I remember having ones where like the shorts were green and orange, vertical striped. A shirt that was just like regular, like I guess green, had orange sleeves, and it had like a little hood on the back. I think that was orange. So like that was the color coordinated, outfit that she made for me, and I loved it. But of course, like I got a lot of my fashion sense from my mom. Like she would tell me like, hey, make sure like, not she wouldn't tell me like all the time, but color coordination was like a thing. She's like, yeah, don't wear essentially like dark colored jeans and like a light jean shirt or something like that.
Yeah, I still have not figured out color coordination.
Well, talk to your
I don't know what
parents.
stuff clashes. No, they are no help on this. Like I'm sure my mom knows, but what clashes and what doesn't clash, I feel like has changed over time and is completely subjective.
It is.
And so I feel like if I'm wearing something and I don't feel like a schmuck when I go outside, I have done well.
Yeah, I got to the point now since I am a large person. Yeah, I got to the point now since I am a large person to try to minimize wearing just a t-shirt all the time because we have other fellow fat people out there. Don't try to cover up your fat. It's okay. It's fine. Uh, I'm not going to go back and do that again. That's going to be one of the reels I want to make later on because that was hilarious.
And disgusting.
Yeah, that's like disgusting.
We should probably clean this table.
We will definitely not lick it. This table has not been licked.
We can at least hold on to that little bit of dignity.
The little that we have.
We have not yet started licking the table for views. But the next question is, would it work? Would you watch
Please.
it? Come on.
Please. Just donate $5,000 and we'll lick this table.
I would lick the table for $5,000.
I'll lick this table for $5,000. Somebody wants to set up a GoFundMe. We won't do it, but someone out there eventually will
Balls
set
in your court, internet.
balls in your court.
And on that note, I feel like we must say goodbye.
Yes, we will. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
They're like, oh, you got your... Okay, that's cute.
That's usually, let me know when it launches. I'll like and subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to say that.
Yeah, like,
Feels
subscribe.
dirty.
Like, subscribe, hit buttons, hit bells, do dinglings and things
Remember us.
like that. Remember me.